want to come here though, but I have this big problem that I feel we can work it out together. You know, I've been watching your campaigns, you know, and you talking about creating jobs, and I can see your slogan that says, to lead is to solve. You know, and I'm actually here to just tell you about this whole great people that we have here. Maybe we might be in this room like this, but the people that made us who we are not in this room. And those are the fans. Your Excellency, I have been on the streets as a ghetto boy. And from the ghetto, now these are all these more pockets. So. But most of the times when I'm on the streets, I see these boys at the traffic lights. You know, some of them, you go to the zoo, you know, all of them. And I sometimes wonder if a government wants to come into power, like if you want to be my president, I want to understand how well you communicate to these people on the streets. Because these are the fans that, you know, support all of us here. But sometimes when I watch them, I feel like, what is government putting in place for people like this? Because, you know, when they hear, we have the mining sector, you know, creating jobs we have the agriculture sector. These boys on the streets even find it difficult to be in that kind of uniform, to even go and apply for a job. These are boys that don't have any hope. So sometimes we the celebrities suffer. I know some of you bear with me, Kwame Eugene here, you know, Pampika here, you know, you go out and hear them, boss, chairman, something small. And that is why sometimes people like us want to share what we have with them. So I want to know what you have for our fans out there. And that's the street. And Your Excellency, I'll please plead with you that, you see, when you want to, you know, respond to what I'm saying, for today, and there's people out there on the streets, just say it in pidgin small for me.
Where is Coca's microphone? So what we'll do is that we'll go here and then we come here. So it's let me take the model union of Ghana. The models union of Ghana.
Yeah, my name is Lydia. I'm the Supreme Board Chair for the Models Union. Most of the time you hear the leaders speak, it's all about actors and music, actors and music. That's how you see it. I'm very excited about seeing there's some music. These actually helped the fashion industry to form modular when war was in power. And the reason was because at the time, models were being exploited. And the few that take it upon themselves to go to school to learn this profession are being exploited. When we have celebrities like my friends here, they take up the little job, like advertising and all these things that these models learn. And it looks like we've accepted that people don't really understand what models are really up to. So all we are asking for is that we are properly regularized. We want to be able to be licensed. And when people come out and they want to open modeling agencies, they get licensed before they get registered. Because at the time, models were the only acts that when a fashion designer will come and say, I want to organize a fashion show. And when they call the models for audition, they want to charge them. It was Moduga, the Models Union of Ghana, stopped all these things. And we're able to regulate the system in such a way that the models began to feel respected. And we want to enhance on that. All we are asking for tonight is to come in power. We support you very well. See my t-shirts. And I have a lot of models here, they can stand up. There are about 30. Now they stand up. I want the president is here.
Let's acknowledge our models.
Most of them are here. And all they want to say is that they want to be respected. And the only way we can have that is that we want to be properly licensed. Nobody at all can just get up and do models job. Or come and say that I want to open the models industry. And then I want to ask a question to what he said. I'm also a lady reverend. I go on the street to feed these boys. One of the things I want to say is that it's very, very sad. Every Sunday you see me at Opay, all the guys there know me. And to even put money to feed them is not a joke. But it's not only about giving them money. We every Christmas we sell clothes for them. But it's not enough. Sometimes you give them the clothes and they sell it. I think what they need is rehab. Because if you pick them from the streets and you feed them and you give them anything, they'll just go back. We need very good mental rehab centers that can really help them change their mindset. and know that it's possible for them to do something themselves. Thank you very much.
As Shatta can watch the models there, you go give them some shooting gig and they'll give them
Yo, but I was your first. Make an almost when you had to say, your friend might too. I don't know. I don't determine how. Make an almost when you had to say, your friend, say, you miss you and again. Now, some of me some question. Mr. President said, Governmental, Alliance is over 2 years now. You renew it. It's the human society. So you may be a license. The mayor did say, Rebecca said, or you will have some who have said, look for me, Alliance who are. The mayor did say, Rebecca said, or can look for. It's very as to I feel 2016. Early 2020 now, NPP manifesto. I think the CNF that creative for Council, theaters. In 2016, okay, and focus here was ultra modern theater. 2020 so ultra modern theater ever. Oh, manifesto or down, my own theater be our own. The person in business said, and who here. Manifesto you say who be here creative now say yabo amane say ya theaters no afi ba ko ye amphitheater na ye dey man 2022 sabe na yura awa and the tourism minister obeka say o my 3 amphitheaters in 2022 na ka be bo so me ensa na afuna ko na wie. And Yame Aduma 2023, Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Ewo Krekumanti, Kumasi, April 19th April 2023, and the captain saw the say, amphitheaters in Damaye. And by whom say yes, it was cast by July last 2023 near Syria. July and by Mushe. And chair, and whom say now, Minister, so Central Minister, Ewa Missa. And so share Kumasi Central for me. I'm audit to just say before December, near we. And now we are driving for Eddie, maybe I'm afraid, and pay the form Bekasafa, creative Jumadio. Now come about with people who say, amphitheater now, you're going to be before July, December. You will Kakumante, a country and say, I did next year, was a fair visible, and possible means a first quarter. And a baby. You will have our hands, no, Cassette. Sikaba.
Show other women that it's possible. And I want us to make Ghana a beautiful place where people come. We shouldn't always think of going out. We should always think of bringing people in. So I am standing in as one of the females who would want Ghana to be beautiful, and please don't forget us when you come in the office. And pray that.
okay, so we'll call Shatta Wale.
I'm hoping you look at it because this is particularly in your jurisdiction. Now, I think it's about our leadership when it comes to the ministers we appoint, especially the main ministers. And to me, I feel like in as much as they have done their best, you would think that if we have people who really understand how ours move, you can see they can hit the ground running. And I know the Deputy Minister, Okregu, he has done excellently. He avails himself as much as he can. The GTA CEO, Mr. Besiajeman, has done his best. However, to me, I see it as ours is like a special needs child who you cannot just give any minister to you. I think you should probably look at the ministers you give to us, because just as you know, as a vice president, the role of a deputy is very limited. So if you can really look at who you put in charge of us, I think it will trickle down to a lot of things.
I'll take them in the order that they came. I think Charity, who has done great work in visual arts, women in art, I think, has made a very strong case for why we should support women in art. And I think that just recently the Affirmative Action Act was passed and it's coming into force. And this is, for me, something that we should encourage. And if we need to support more women in art, which we do, I think we should give more affirmative action to women in art. And I'm very, very agreeable to doing that in terms of making sure that you have the jobs, you have the financing to do those jobs as well. So I'm supportive. Shatta Wale, waiting you say. Let him say, me, where are the politics? The thing with it, they my heart, no. It be the people that way they suffer for the country. It be my heart. Me, I be patron of Lepers Aid Ghana. Me, the lepers, we they eat, we they drink, because they won't help lepers in Ghana. Me, I be farm laborer before, by day worker. I be taxi driver before. I be cleaner before. Yeah. So, I say, I know how people they suffer before. So, when you see me, I be a patron also of Mother Teresa's Soup Kitchen, Christ the King Church, looking after street children. Me, the Father Campbell, will do that sort of work. So my heart is the street. The street. The thing where I do all, say, half of it help the people. So one of the things you see, say, okay, free education come, it will help. Digitalization to the help plenty. Because when you do your mobile phone talk, nobody will ask you bribe. You don't have to know anybody. So. You can apply for anything, then you get better. Right on your mobile phone. So digital, it help everybody. So. Me, I come government as I be the thing where I go do where I go So, since Shatta has made me speak pidgin English, so I will move on very quickly. Lillian talked about models and making sure they are properly regularized and licensed. I didn't know, frankly, there was no licensing for models, and I think it's a profession. And that must have its own standards and so on. So whatever help you want us to give you to get that process done, I will provide you that support so that you can get, so that with that it also stops exploitation of the models in the industry. So let us work on them. The whole idea of Gamro, in fact, I'm part. We may meet in many Gamro. Omoka say, Omo license no expire 80 minute Attorney General the Casa and then admits adding say Omo license the last 2 years Omo license. Problem big cry because Omo election, and so it's an issue of chicken and egg. Kasa. So, many Attorney General, Eben Kasa, will resolve that problem for Gabon. They will resolve it for Gabon. The other thing was that a promise to build more new theaters when you haven't finished those that you were to build in the first place. So my thinking is, let's finish what we said we were going to finish. Then you have the credibility to promise to do anything. So that is where I am looking at with the amphitheaters. And I'm hoping, the minister said today that some of the World Bank money, I think about $12 million or so, is going to go to the amphitheaters to complete them. So I'm hoping that they can complete those ones. Thank you very much.